What's up, guys? This is Runner Furry here. Got a package here. Pretty excited about this. Let's go ahead and open this up. Let's get into this. Got a couple things from AliExpress. One of them is something that I've been waiting for a little bit, and I'm very excited to get into. But let's see. And so here it is. This is the new Tsurinoya Genius reel, and air. All right, so looks like there's nothing else in there. These are just a couple lures that I picked up from a random seller. These look to be the Megabass. I'm not sure what the name is, but it's a Megabass copy. And this one looks to be a Smith copy. Some hook keepers. Another Smith copy. And I believe this is another Megabass copy. So a bunch of small lures that I'm really excited to try and test out and see what I can do with them. Anyways, so what you guys are here for is this. So this is the Genius reel, and we're just going to go over a quick overview of this reel, and I'll do a more in-depth review in the future. But here it is. So not much in the box. Looks like they give you a nice schematic. Probably very, very similar to the Dark Wolf Ultra and any one of the other variants. And yeah, looks to be fairly standard. So we can go ahead and put this aside. Comes with a nice reel cover, and here it is. So here's a closer look at it. It is a painted finish, and it is a glossy finish to the paint. It kind of looks like there's a little bit of metallic flake in there, and yeah, it's not too bad. Here, let me bring out the Soloking, the Acura, to compare. So, you know, there are some obvious slight differences between these two reels. You can see where the perforations are on the Tsurinoya, and then the perforations are on the Soloking Acura. And there's some molding differences here, some molding differences on the side plate. But I believe the body... No, there's some slight molding differences on the body as well. I don't know if you guys can see that. The handles are ever so slightly different just in the printing. The drag star looks to be unpainted, whereas the drag star on the Acura is painted. Yeah, so the Acura is going to be a little bit smoother, I think, because it does come with the 11+1 ball bearings. And then this one comes with, I believe it's 9 or 10. This one is coming in at 10, and that's going to be the same for the Dark Wolf Ultra. So I bet this would also stand to benefit from doing the worm gear bearing upgrade. Let's go ahead and see the main difference between this and the Dark Wolf Ultra, and that's going to be in the braking system. And so it looks like, it looks actually identical to the Acura. Yeah. I think this is the, so this is the Acura, and then this is the Genius, or Elf. You can see that I've upgraded the Acura's bearing to the Roro SIC BFS ST, which is a mouthful. But this one looks to be the same exact design. So that's a good thing, because the Acura's braking system is pretty reliable, and it also looks like, actually, it looks like the spool is nearly identical. So look at that. They both have this interesting inner ring, and that's there to interact with the magnets. But the design, the cutouts are different. So I don't know if you guys can see there. This one looks more like a, I don't know, car wheel. And this one looks just really massively perforated. There's also a lot more perforation that I noticed on the Genius spool than there is on the Soloking. Let's get a weight on this. And then there's the other question that people were asking about whether or not this one has a circlip on the spool pin. And unfortunately, it does look like there is a circlip there. So if you're hoping for a friction fit, then I am sorry to disappoint you, but there is a circlip on this one. But let's get a spool weight. So they're claiming, I believe it's like a 6.5 gram spool weight. Let's take a look. And so this one is coming in at 6.51. And so they are true to their word. I mean, 0.01 grams over what they're claiming is pretty negligible. So good on them for that. This spool, I believe, is actually lighter. And so they're going to be exactly interchangeable, actually, because they're still using that same ring. This is an 8.0 gear ratio, whereas the ELF is a 6.4 gear ratio. And then my copy of the Acura is a 7.1. So now I have 2 different gear ratios. You can have up to 3 different gear ratios, actually. You can go with the 7.1, no, 4 with all these variants. 7.1 to 1 and an 8.1 to 1. And then on this one, an 8.0 and a 6.4. Anyways, a lot of gear ratios. I do like how the gloss coat feels, and yeah, excited to get this torn down and show you guys what it's all about and give you kind of a full synopsis of the reel rather than just this initial impressions. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.